Today we're working on a 2015 CLA45. It's actually in here for a transmission service. It's got about 56,000 miles, but the manufacturer recommends doing a transmission service every 30,000 miles, and that's because it's an AMG. So today we're going to walk you through exactly what we do when we do a transmission service. So one of the first steps we take is we remove the engine air filter box. Once we're able to do that, we're able to access the filter at the top, and we're also able to access the screws at the oil pan. So then we raise the vehicle up and we remove the drain plug. Now when we remove the drain plug, there's a gasket here we replace, and then also there's metal material from the transmission that we actually clean up and make sure that it's clean, so that way when we put it back together that the fluid is actually getting cleaned properly. But then we also replace the transmission filter that's inside the transmission. So you see this is the old one right here, and this is the new one that we have installed. And then what we'll do is we'll install a new gasket on the pan, and we'll also replace the screws on the pan. Once we have that all back together, we then replace the filter that's at the top of the transmission, and then we have to fill it up with fluid, and then we have to connect the actual scan tool to get the correct filling procedure and filling level. And we actually have a special tool that will tell us where the fluid needs to be at a certain temperature, and we're going to walk you through that. Now that we've pre-filled the transmission, we've connected the scan tool, and we're able to go to the oil level check procedure through the scan tool. And you can see we have to get it up to temperature. So we have to get this up to 35 degrees Celsius, and then we hit this yes button, and then we use our special dipstick that we'll actually insert and get the correct level, and I'll show you guys that. It's good. So now we've got it in a mode where we can actually check the level. So on the scan tool, it shows us that the scale reading should be at level 4. So you can see this dipstick is numbered. So now we're going to go to number 4. And we're going to insert that dipstick and see where we're at. Go. And look, we're at 1. So we need to add more fluid. Like I said, we pre-filled this. We obviously don't want to overfill it because that would suck. And now we're just going to add a little bit more. Now that we've rechecked everything, we're at level 4. That means the transmission service is complete. Now what we'll do is go and drive it and make sure all the shifting complaints are good. Now, like I said, these transmission services are recommended to do it every 30,000 miles. So he's doing it. It's never been done, which is at 56,000 miles, so it's always a good idea to get it done. Now,